Welcome back everybody, it's Theo here again. Now we are going to start going through the process of product selection. So that means we are going to choose a product that has good potential that we can sell on Amazon. We don't want to just choose a product based on what we like and what we would buy ourselves. We need to make our choices based on certain criteria. I'm over here at Amazon.com, and the first thing to do is to go up to the left-hand corner where it says Departments. Don't select anything, just click on Departments. Okay, we are going to ignore everything in the first column. That's video, music, App Store, photos and prints, and Kindle and e-readers and tablets. We're also going to ignore the Amazon items Fire TV and Echo, and we're going to ignore books. Additionally, we want to ignore home services and credit and payment products. Amazon moves these categories around frequently. So if when you go to all departments and this page looks different to you, it's just because Amazon has moved the categories around. They do it all the time. But you don't need to remember this because there is a PDF handout that goes with this tutorial. It doesn't go with this particular lecture because this tutorial is a long tutorial and therefore it's divided up into multiple lectures. But the PDF handout will be available on the last lecture in this tutorial for choosing a product to sell. Now, as well as the categories we've just eliminated, there are some categories on Amazon that are what's called restricted categories. It means that you need approval to sell in these categories. And although it is possible to get approval to sell in a restricted category as a new seller, it is more difficult. So it's easier to get approval once you are already a seller and you have some selling history. So restricted categories are categories like beauty, health and personal care, jewellery, clothing, and several others. And again, these are on the PDF handout that goes with the tutorial. Okay, that said, what I'm going to do here now, I am going to go through the entire process of product selection and explain everything I'm doing along the way. I am going to do this unrehearsed, meaning that I don't know what I'm going to choose. I have no idea what product I'll be selecting yet. And as of this second right now, I don't even know what category I'm going to be choosing. And I'm doing this deliberately to show you that although this process may take you quite a while the first time you do it, it is really quite a quick process. So I think I will go with sports and outdoors, and I do not sell in this category, by the way. I don't currently sell in this category. And I am going to go with camping and hiking. Now, the first thing to consider here is the size and weight of the product that we select. We don't want anything heavy and we don't want anything big and bulky. The smaller, the better. And this is because of the shipping costs. So we are going to be sourcing some products from overseas, and the shipping costs are much lower when your items are small and they can be packed all together into one packing case. So that means that in these subcategories here under camping, we're going to be able to immediately eliminate some of these subcategories. We don't want backpacks or tents, and we don't want sleeping bags and bedding. We may want camp kitchen. We won't want camp furniture. We won't want clothing because clothing actually is a restricted category on Amazon, and so is footwear. But there may be accessories, footwear accessories that we're interested in. We may be interested in hydration and filtration. We might be interested in knives and tools. We may be interested in lights and lanterns, and we may be interested in navigation. Personal care. Now, personal care does fall under a restricted category. It's one of the restricted categories on Amazon. And there may be some items in personal care here that would be okay, But one of the things that you want to avoid are products that go on the body or in the body. So anything that's topical, so goes on the skin, right? That's to be avoided, as are products that go in the body. So anything that's swallowed and consumed. These types of products have liability implications. You certainly would need to have insurance and that kind of thing. And there are other implications as well. You just really want to avoid that kind of product, especially as a new seller. Safety and survival. There could be some things in here that could work well. Trekking poles, that wouldn't work because they're going to be too big and heavy. And outdoor deals, we can ignore that as well. So the next step now is to narrow down with one of these subcategories. So let's have a look. So how about camp kitchen? Well, a lot of these things here are going to be quite heavy and bulky. Now, under tents and shelters, although we don't want tents or shelters, tent accessories is a possibility. Now, I think I am going to look under safety and survival, and to begin with, I'm going to look at first aid kits, and we will continue this tutorial in the next lecture.